Bills vs. Broncos, Divisional Round fan perspective, a tale of grit, turnovers, and hope, a physical playoff battle at Mile High. In one of the most anticipated AFC Divisional Round matchups of the NFL playoffs, the Buffalo Bills traveled to face the top-seeded Denver Broncos in a game defined by momentum swings, hard hits, and missed opportunities. At halftime, Bills fans gathered in the Buffalo Rumblings thread trailed 20-10, reflecting the uphill battle their team faced in the high-altitude showdown. The game carried immediate drama. Denver scored 10 points in just 22 seconds, capitalizing on a Bills turnover and a costly injury to Buffalo defensive back Cam Lewis, who stepped in for an injured Jordan Poyer. Earlier in the half, Buffalo had shown promise, opening on offense with a drive that culminated in a touchdown. But mistakes and physical setbacks dominated the narrative through the first 30 minutes. The two keys, turnovers and health. A recurring theme among fans was the importance of turnovers and player availability, two often decisive factors in playoff football. Buffalo's early giveaways not only handed Denver precious field position, but enabled the Broncos to build momentum. And with Buffalo's defense already missing starters, concerns about fatigue and depth became central talking points in the game thread. There's a lot to dissect, but there are two things key to advancing in the postseason: winning the turnover battle and exiting healthy, wrote one contributor, echoing a belief held by many that the Bills needed a second-half spark. Others simply typed the rallying cry that unites the Bills community: "Go Bills!" Despite the mounting odds. Context: season storylines and fan expectations. Leading into the divisional matchup, Bills supporters had mixed feelings shaped by the team's polarizing performances and narrative threads throughout the season. Josh Allen's resilience was a frequent highlight. Coming off a tough wild card win where he led Buffalo to its first road playoff victory since 1992, many Bills fans saw Allen's toughness and dual-threat play as their best chance to overcome Denver's elite pass rush. Injury concerns were a major subplot. Heading into Denver, Buffalo dealt with several key players limited or out, something that fans nervously discussed, especially when contrasted with a healthier Broncos roster. Denver's defense was another focus. The Broncos finished the regular season with the NFL's best sack total, and many in the Bills community acknowledged that their pass rush could be a decisive factor if Buffalo couldn't protect Allen. Fan conversations, respect, and rivalry. The fan thread wasn't just a one-sided monologue. Responses from the broader NFL community, like fellow fans on Reddit, showed mutual respect and competitive banter. Broncos supporters chimed in with praise for Buffalo's grit and admitted they hoped for a clean, competitive game. Others broke down matchup specifics, like both teams' defensive abilities against mobile quarterbacks, a point of intrigue given Allen's rushing prowess and Denver's improvement defending the run. More than just a game. For Bills supporters, this divisional round wasn't merely a stop on the playoff road. It was a moment of collective hope, frustration, and unwavering team pride. Even as Denver seized control in the first half and noise surrounding injuries grew, fans in the Buffalo Rumblings discussion embodied that familiar blend of skepticism and optimism that defines Bills fandom: enduring, intense, and always rooted in belief.